Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. My name is Vinny and I'm joined with today's guests, Bogdan and Delia. They're selling their Amazon FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, guys, and how are you doing?
We are really great, Vinny. Thank you so much for having us. Both me and Bogdan are very excited to be here.
Hi, Vinny. Thank you for inviting us. We are really happy to be here.
Absolutely. The pleasure's all mine. Before we go into the finer details of your business, let me just give our listeners a brief summary of your FBA asset so they know what we're talking about today. So today's listing is an Amazon FBA business in the apparel and accessories and health and fitness niches, and it was created in March 2016. The average monthly revenue for the business is $133,787, and it makes an average of $25,026 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are an Amazon Seller Central account with 147 SKUs, a primary domain and all of the site's contents and files, an additional domain that's currently part, a trademark, an email list that's stored on MailChimp with 512 subscribers currently, supply contracts and relationships, SOPs, employee contracts, and social media accounts. Please note that inventory isn't normally included in the listing price, and further details can be provided to active buyers. And please note that buyers should have an active VAT number in all of the UK and EU countries where this business has inventory stored before the transfer can finalise. It's really highly recommended to begin the VAT registration as soon as possible to avoid any delays in the migration. You can head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 50354 to learn more about the business. And if you want to start your due diligence, just remember to unlock the listing first. All right, Bogdan and Delia, that's a general overview of the business. Let's just find out a bit more about you. Can you tell me briefly about your background in building or running online businesses before you started this one?
Yes, sure. So I'm going to break the ice here. So my experience is in a big corporate company, which I resigned from 7 years ago. I was an international project coordinator and I had experience with a lot of marketing trends and market research and insights. So I gained a lot of knowledge there. I resigned because I dreamed of creating a brand which values an active lifestyle together with my husband.
And I'm coming from a big corporation. I was marketing budget specialist and it was really awesome, but I resigned and I wanted to create something special for clients all over the world.
Yeah, so our target is active people who value an active lifestyle and practice all kinds of movements outdoors. And we wanted to enhance their experience and create more comfortable experience for them. That's why we betted on premium products.
That sounds great. It sounds like you guys both come from obviously very relevant backgrounds, especially for e-commerce as well. Let me ask then, what gave you guys the idea to start this business in particular in these niches?
We wanted to create something from scratch and we wanted to keep it simple. Then we find the amazing selling machine that everybody knows in the late years. And this is how we wanted to do this.
Yeah, so actually we wanted something simpler, which can be scaled rapidly and use our knowledge, which we gained in the big corporations we're part of. And this is what it came out from our efforts. And I think we did good.
I think you guys are spot on. Yeah, FBA obviously has great potential to scale. It's quite a relatively easier entry point into e-commerce as well, because obviously you can leverage Amazon's marketplace. You guys have built it up very well over the number of years and it's profitable. But, our listeners are going to be wondering why you're selling the business right now instead of keeping it or growing it.
We want to develop ourselves and we want to change the domain because we already know a lot of things right now from our niche, and we want to go further and step to the next level, and we already are creating a new brand from scratch.
Yeah, so actually we have a growth mindset and we don't want to settle with familiar things. We want to take new opportunities. And even though we are very aware that this brand can be further scaled a lot more than we brought it on this point, of course we want to embrace new opportunities, and we are already thinking and projecting another brand and another one which we will scale too. So just to embrace new opportunities and learn new things on new niches, because otherwise we would get bored. It's about ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's a really good attitude that you guys have, that you're not necessarily content with what you've got, but you're always pushing and striving to learn new things and to keep challenging yourselves, which is great. Let's just talk about your experience then. As you're building this business, what were some of the things that you found really worked for you when you were scaling this FBA business?
Actually, what was worthy for us in this business was that it's a quite simple structure, it's easy to scale, the return of investment is really rapid, and all the changes we made on the listings or on optimizing, photos, for example, we were seeing results from one day to another, and this is really what I love, because I saw the results of our efforts, of our hard work. At that time, there were, in 24 hours, I could see the results. So, it's something like a prize we saw in a short time. And also, we had 10% returning customers in our business. When seeing the people are really happy with our product and we get good reviews, this was really motivating for us. So we had a lot of opportunities and things that kept our motivation going further. So the customers' feedback, our efforts, which produced results in a short time, the growth possibilities, and the growth of e-commerce in general, we didn't want to miss this. So we really love what we do, and we'll also love our next brand.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure. When you first started the business, was there any software or tools that really helped you?
Yes, we used the Seller Legend, and we used some tools that could help us to find new keywords and improve our listings. Like right now with Helium 10.
Yeah, definitely very popular choices by other FBA sellers for sure. On the other hand, was there anything that you tried that didn't give you the ROI that you're hoping for? Like things that just didn't really work?
Yeah, the thing is that our first product was not what we were looking for. We tried a cheaper product with not a really good quality, and this didn't work for our first product. But then we realized that we have to improve a lot, and after that, this is what is working for us, creating really good product with really good quality. And then the result that Delia told you, 10% of our annual customers are coming back. So this is really huge, because on the market it's around 2-3%.
Yeah, so for example, on Amazon, the media is around 2% of returning customers. So we have 5x here. So actually it's 10%, which of course is a validation, and we really love this.
Okay, great stuff. Let's just move over to the marketing side of things right now. What do you guys do in terms of marketing for the business?
Right now we are bringing traffic from Amazon ads, and also we are telling our story on our package. So we are letting all our customers our journey, and they learn from why we did what we did.
Yes, and we also are always researching new market trends in our sub-niche. We analyze the competition, we analyze what new products can be launched. If the competition comes with new trends, of course, we try to keep up and improve anything we launch. So actually, it's a researcher work plus PPC plus Amazon ads. It's a mix. So we try to be as exhaustive. So we try to be as complete as possible.
And we like to be up to date. We were a lot of summits regarding different strategies and different new things that are on the market. on the marketplace.
Yes, maybe you know that Amazon ads are continuously changing and improving, and we try to keep up with this because you need to be adjustable and adaptable in order to succeed. This is my opinion on this.
Yeah, no, that's definitely really good advice. Let's just extend that a bit more then. Let me ask you guys, let's say on a day-to-day or even a weekly basis, what's the type of work that you do to maintain the business?
On a daily basis, we really keep it simple, everything. We have only one employee.
Actually, it's a VA.
Yes, she have only 3 months or something like this. We employed her because we want to have more time. It's not really huge thing. We talk with her regarding customer support, and we are doing the manage inventory. That is really simple because all our suppliers have almost 4 years or more experience with us. They know the products. This is really simple, and they can adapt very quickly because they understand us and our business.
Yeah, so actually we try to automate everything and teach everyone implied in this business to be as smooth as possible. So actually it's a maintenance work to sum up.
Yes, and regarding advertising, we have an American company that is helping us with ads.
Yeah, and so we delegated this.
Yeah.
Great. So it sounds like you've managed to outsource quite a lot of the work, like you say, to an American ad agency, and you've got the VA who's helping you, I guess, with general sort of daily tasks there as well. Just a question, guys. Is the VA going to be continuing with the new buyer?
That's depending on
the buyer's requirements.
Yes.
And we are flexible.
Yes, we can also train somebody else to do the same thing that our VA is doing. It's really easy. We have the SOPs, everything is in place.
Yeah, we have the operations in place and we are flexible. So we are open to proposals and to negotiations, right?
We are the kind of person you can talk.
Yeah, that's great to hear. You guys have obviously discussed quite a lot about what it takes to run the business so far, but let's talk about the potential growth opportunities. If you did stay with the business, what are some of the ways that you would try to scale and expand the business further?
There are some new market trends in terms of our products, which if we didn't sell the business, we would purchase immediately. It's a new trend in terms of apparel and sportswear accessories, and we already set the scene for this and talked to some other suppliers who could help us grow. And of course, we embrace anything that is new because in my point of view, if you outsource this kind of innovative products, and always look for new opportunities, you cannot go wrong. So in my opinion, if competition is launching product X, for example, and you enhance its features and launch it afterwards, you can be successful. So it's about innovative products, creativity, and developing your features.
We already have a list of new products. We are already talking with the suppliers. They already provided us the information that we required for improving our brand. So everything is in place.
Yeah, so it's about product features which can be really scaled.
And new products.
Yes.
Great stuff. Definitely sounds like there's different avenues to explore there, like say adding new products and other stuff as well, which I'm sure you'll be able to speak with active buyers. Obviously, with all businesses though, there's always risk involved, right? What would you say are some of the biggest risks with this FBA business that a buyer should be aware of?
The thing is that everybody is on the same risk. It's about Amazon algorithm. When he's changing, we have to adapt. So this is the only thing that could impact all the buyers, all the businesses. But if you can adapt, there is nothing that Amazon can do for you.
Yeah, so maybe you heard about stories of changing the categories overnight and you wake up in the morning and get a little bit terrified. But as I told you earlier, if you are adaptable and adjustable and keep your optimism, you cannot go wrong. So it's about, to sum up, it's about the Amazon algorithm, which can be really dynamic and change overnight. But of course, you can keep track of this and get the control in the situation.
Yes.
So if you are knowledgeable and prepared, you cannot go wrong.
It's the same thing with Google. So nothing new on the market, online market.
So in my opinion, all sellers are exposed to this risk because it's something which is not in our control, but anyhow, you can manage it. So if you keep your perspective and optimism, you're fine.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I understand what you mean. It's some things that are out of our control. If Amazon, like you were mentioning, Bogdan, also Google, they decide to change any of the algorithm or just anything else really overnight, then obviously everyone will be affected by the same issues. So that makes sense. This is the last few questions from myself, guys. How much support are you offering buyers?
We are offering 45 days email contact and one call a week, but we are flexible. We can talk regarding this.
Yeah, so actually we want to be a win-win situation, and we will take into account the needs of the new buyer.
Yes, the thing is that, Vinny, we are looking for a buyer that really could scale our business further, and we really want to offer them the whole support in order for them to grow this business. So we really want to put our, let's say, baby in good hands.
That absolutely makes sense. And naturally as well, you guys built this up from the ground, and obviously you want to see it succeed after it leaves your hands and in the hands of a buyer. So that's great to hear that you're willing to offer as much support as needed. Are you guys willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes, we don't have a problem with this.
Awesome. And are you guys open to negotiating something like an earn-out, seller financing?
We are open to this.
Okay. I guess last question from myself, really. If you put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why would you say that this is a business that's worth buying?
Because this business is really simple. You don't have to put that much effort on it. We have all the SOPs required for anyone could learn this business.
And the return is really rapid, and the changes get results if you make good changes and optimize everything. So it's a simple business model. You can scale it rapidly. The return is quick. Everything is in place from our side. So why not take the chance?
And also we have a plan to grow this business. We have plenty of place to grow.
Yeah, and plenty of creative ideas. We wish that the potential buyer could be as happy with our business as we become, because looking backwards, I wouldn't change anything. And the success we have is really raising our self-esteem and giving us hope to do better in the future.
That's great to hear, guys. Is there anything that you'd like to share that you think I might have missed?
I think we covered all the possible subjects of interest. I really want to contaminate everybody who will listen to this with our enthusiasm and happiness, because it's also personal but business related, and I'm really trustworthy that everyone would be successful if they put in the efforts and the hope and the optimism. I'm sure to spread the good energy out of this interview.
You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope that your business gets picked up by the right buyer in the near future.
Sure. Thank you, Vinny, for having us, and I wish everybody success in all they intend to do in the future.
Thank you, Vinny, and we are saying a huge hello for everybody.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Thanks, guys. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 50354. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.